Hey, what's going on, guys? In this video, I'm gonna talk about how to get out of the 9-to-5 grind and start working on your own business. Now, this does not apply to you if you're someone who's in their dream job or you love the company that you work for, you believe it has a strong mission, and you want to be there. This is for people who are at a job staring out the window of their office cubicle, wishing that they could work on something that was their own. So what I'm gonna give you is a quick set of steps you can follow that will continuously move you closer to that goal of working on your own business. So let's get started with this real quick. So first of all, what you need to do, number one, is to make sure that if you are an employee or you're working in a job, that the job you're working on is available for purchase on the open market. So that's a lot. What does that mean? So to give you an example, if you're working at a fast food restaurant preparing food, that's not really a skill you're developing that you can offer on an open market to private clients as a freelancer or a consultant. Now contrast that to someone who is a software engineer. This is a common type of employment where you can go and offer that as a consultant or an independent contractor or a freelancer on your own on the open market. You know, there's obviously a huge difference between someone that's working at a fast food restaurant and someone that is a software engineer, you know, and is gonna go offer their service to clients. But there are tons of jobs all over that you can offer on an open marketplace to the highest bidder. An example would be, you know, a carpenter, someone that builds custom furniture, or a contractor, someone that makes alterations to people's homes, or a landscaper, someone that makes alterations to people, you know, the outside of people's homes. An electrician, someone who offers their services to the highest bidder, you know, based on booking their own clients. Now, there's a number of industries where you can do this, and there's a lot of ways that you can slice and dice your own business between getting your own clients or getting a lead generation agency to bring you clients, paying for those leads. The point is, if you have the core skill that's offered in that industry or profession, not only can you offer it as an employee at a large organization, but you can then offer it at smaller size organizations or startups, groups of independent contractors or trade organizations, or as a, you know, individual private business owner or consultant or contractor independently. So the important thing here is that when you start to develop a specific skill that's offered on the open market, you have the flexibility of working in all these different positions. This is a lot different from someone who takes, for example, a general middle management position at a company that is not going to provide them a lot of ability to transfer laterally to a similar type of company or to offer that service independent. You know, middle management's a good example because it's a service that is not well defined and therefore hard to sell to clients or offer as an independent contractor on an open market. So that's the big litmus test you want for whatever job you're currently doing. That's step number one if you want to become an entrepreneur, is the core skill that I'm using in this job, something that I can offer on an open market. That's number one. Number two, you have to start to schedule your time as if you're already running your own business. This is super important because if you're scheduling your time, you can start to refine the skills you already have. You need to look at yourself as a craftsman who's building up this high quality skill that you're gonna be able to offer to the highest bidder. Now, in order for that to be, you know, a substantial, interesting experience offering your skill on an open market, it needs to be a high quality skill. So number two, you need to be scheduling your time so that you're studying or refining whatever skill you have. That could be deliberate practice. You know, again, going back to the example of a software engineer, you need to be scheduling time to study new technologies. Another example would be is if you're trying to become an independent contractor, you need to have time to do things related to that, like getting the correct licensing, going to trade organization meetings, learning about all the newest innovations in that field. You need to schedule your time so that you're becoming a higher quality craftsman in your field of choice. Okay, so that's number two, scheduling your time as if you're already running your own business. Number three, you need to get good enough to build up valuable projects. So for example, if you want to go and be an independent contractor, you need to have some experience working. So this means you could go and take a job working for another contractor at a, you know, below market price to get the experience, or you could actually start to build your own projects so that when you go to clients and offer your services, you have experience that you can reference when trying to sell yourself on the open market. These projects or experience working for other independent contractors are extremely important because it lets people know that when you're selling your service, you've already taken the responsibility of taking a job from start to finish on your own. A big concern people have with new entrepreneurs or service providers is that they've never had the responsibility of taking a job from zero to the finish line. So you need to prove that you've done that, either with a project or working with another contractor who's gotten you used to that environment. It's very different from working at most companies where you're just a small part of an overall job or some activity that needs to get accomplished. When you're an independent contractor or a business owner, you're really responsible for the whole thing. And you need to have some experience doing that, whether it's project management or working for another contractor on your resume. So number 3, get enough experience to show that you've taken a project from start to finish. That can be your own project or working as an apprentice. Number 4, you need to start offering your services privately. So you need to go out and actively start to try to sell yourself. Now, the first step in this process could be selling yourself at a below market rate to work for another, consultant or independent contractor or private company, small business that's offering the service you want to offer. So your first experience in selling yourself in the open market should be go to one of these other independent contractors and try to sell your services to them to get that intermediary experience you need from going from an employee fully to your own independent contractor. You can go work for someone else, and selling yourself to that person, that can be your first experience. But if you want to just jump in the deep end, you can start offering your services to clients right away. Now, of course, when I'm giving examples like independent contractors, this assumes you already have all the licensing to be completely legal in whatever state or entity you're operating within. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. Once you have the correct experience, including licensing, as soon as you have that, you can start trying to sell yourself on an open market. Now, the next one is to go from actually selling yourself to clients to working full-time for yourself. And the big difference here is that you can generally offer your services as an independent consultant or contractor or subcontractor for another agency that's offering the service you want to offer while you're working at another company. So for example, if you're a software engineer, at a tech company, oftentimes you can also moonlight on the side on your own consulting projects. Similarly, if you're an independent contractor, you can work for a big contracting agency and moonlight on the side doing your own contracting projects. Now, this of course assumes that you're able to manage all this work, but this goes back to step number 2, which is learning to manage your time like you're already running a business. So number 4 would be to start offering your services, and number 5 would be to go full-time offering your services as an independent contractor or consultant. So number 7, if you're already working for a long period of time, let's say years, on your own as an independent consultant or contractor, at this point you can start offering to teach other people the skills that they need to enter this industry, either as an employee or an independent contractor or a consultant. You can even start to have your own clients that you are training to get into the industry that you've been in. Now, this assumes you have years of experience. This is much farther down the road, but this would be step 7 if you're trying to run your own business, would be then help other people get into this business once you're established and experienced. And the last part of this transition from a employee to a business owner would be to monetize some of that training for other people trying to get into the industry. So this is years after you're established and doing well for yourself as an independent consultant or contractor or business owner, after you've already helped other people to get into the industry. At this point, you'll have enough experience to offer training products for people trying to get into the industry. A common one that comes to mind is a video training course, but depending on the industry, this could be a live in-person certification, a live certification program that you have people instructing for you, or a combination of that with some other type of video course or even product that helps people to get into the industry. So to sum up, this is just a list of steps, things that you can do right from the time that you're in a job that you want to leave all the way up to being a business owner with multiple products and services. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was, of course, just a quick summary of things that you can do to get your mind spinning. I'm going to go into more detail on all of these topics in later videos, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, comment below, letting me know what else you'd like to see. And as always, if you haven't already subscribed, make sure to subscribe so that you're notified anytime that I come out with new videos. Thank you for watching.